Okay, this time it's actually recording. That's good. Okay, guys, this is my second video on this channel. Pretty much, I really actually want to tell you guys about this awesome, good reading, novel poetry site. I have been addicted to it for a while. Um, the thing about this, the thing about this site is that people write their own stories. Sorry. The people write their own stories, their own poetry, their novels onto this site. Um, there's werewolf stories, there's horror stories, vampire stories, thriller, romantic, mysterious, all different types of genres, including poetry is on there on on this site. But the thing about it is that um, it's like how can I actually explain it? Okay, it's like Tumblr meeting ebooks, I think. You know how ebooks have stories on them and everything else, and the thing about it is that you have to download them and you have to pay for it. Well, the thing about this site, they have stories on them, but sadly you cannot download them, and you don't have to pay for putting your stories up on there or reading the stories. But the thing about it is that people post their stories on there, like Tumblr or Facebook or Twitter or something like that. Um, is that they post their stories on there. To be honest, I have some story. I have about two stories on there. One of them has about three chapters on there, and the other one I only have one. The reason why I haven't put another chapter to that because things I couldn't really. I have some writer block for that one, but I will get to it as soon as I can as possible. Um, I just hope that yeah, guys will like the stories. Um, on this site, they have some really, really awesome stories that I absolutely love. Um, ones that I really do like, I'm posting the link in the description below. Um, is that they have a lot of good stories on there by people. One of them, I'm sadly wishing that somebody else can make, excuse me, can make sequel to it because it's a very, very, very good book. It's a very good one, and the person who made it, I adore her stories. Her stories are great. I love them. I just wish that she could probably keep that story going on since it can still continue on as a sequel. But I know it won't because she isn't going to continue on with that story, sadly. But I'm okay with it. But this is a very, very good story. It's a great story. Y'all guys should read her story. It'll be in the link description below. All the stories that I like will be in the description below. Also, to my two stories that I have will be in the link description below. Um, I will be I will be trying to put that second chapter towards my grandparents' last wish. I think I called it. The reason why I called it that because a girl, this girl is forced to marry this guy as her parents, as her grandparents' last wish. Also, her parents' last wish, but also the thing about it is that it is arranged marriage, and she doesn't really want to be married to anybody because she still has never dated anybody. Well, she has dated a couple of people, but not really like that. And there's gonna be a couple of things I'm gonna try twist and turn the story as um, really more or less that story is more of like I'm just throwing things in, kind of from my head. The other story, The Secret Love of a Vampire, is really um, a story that has always been played into my head. Um, it's kind of close like Twilight, but also better. the reason why I say that because it is better than Twilight. It's going to be kind of surprising at some parts. I'm hoping, but not really. Um, the guy, the guy found a little girl. She was 11 years old. I'm thinking about making her a little bit younger when he find her and just take care of her, but I may not. Um, he finds her in the woods alone, passed out, wearing summer clothing. He helped her to get home. Found out that she is his next door neighbor. They have been next door neighbor for 2 years, while even knowing that for the tough. And then after that, years have passed on, like about 6 years or so. She's now 17 years old, and her senior year in high school, which I'm thinking about changing that to make her be 18, which is going to be 7 years, going to be like 7 years or so. The story will be changed later on in the future. After I finish it, I'm gonna probably come back and refix everything else. I think think I did say that in the first chapter. I think at the end of the chapter I did say. I think I did says that there will be some things that will be changing later on in the future, but not as now. I'm trying to get all the other chapters in as much as I can possible, and then I will come back and fix everything else. So it's, I'm gonna try to make that story very interesting. It's not being very interesting, but it may end up being like a very short story. I wish it wasn't, but I'm gonna make another story, but I'm gonna make it better than that one. Um, but if it's not going, I'm gonna make it like if it seems like it is to be finished, but it's not really finished. Because I will come back and I probably may not add some chapters or take off some chapters or something. I don't know what I'll probably be doing. But it's a very interesting story of mine. It's a very interesting story of mine. Because the reason why I say it's a very interesting story because it came from my head, from my imagination. So yeah. A lot of people have this kind of thing about my imagination is that I have a very weird imagination, but it's also a wicked one too. I may be a devil or an evil person, but I'm still a good, cool person. Something like that. But yeah, I love my jacket. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please check out this site. Please, check out the stories that I have recommended y'all to actually go read in the description below and also fandom. You may find a lot of stories on there that you would definitely like. I have found some that I definitely love, but they have already ended if I wish they had continued. But other than that, there's a lot of stories on there. There's a lot of things that y'all guys probably will find and y'all will like it. But the other reason why that I really do like this site is that it is really by people that are personally by that person without anything else. It's like me doing my own story and I post it up so that y'all guys can read it. That's what I really do like is really give a chance for writers to actually find a place to actually post their stories. So I hope that y'all guys will like this and everything else. Please keep reading and everything else. Now I'm gonna ditch into reading because I didn't used to like reading at first, but now I find this site to be a very good site to actually read. A good site to actually find reading material. So I hope that y'all guys will like the site like as much as I do. Find some stories that y'all guys like. Also, if y'all do, leave me some stories link in the description below to recommend me to actually read. You, I definitely don't mind reading those stories. But just leave in the description below of the stories that y'all like and recommend me some because I don't mind reading now. Yay! But I hate books. But yeah. I guess I should go now. I'm really supposed to make this a really short video, but not really. But thank you for watching my video. Sorry that this was kind of like a little bit of a rant and went on a little bit too long. So have a good day.